Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. I want to talk about the World of Warcraft private server issue. Now, a lot of YouTubers very understandingly say, well, it's Blizzard's IP, that's personal intellectual property. They created the game, so you can't infringe upon their rights. That's all well and good, but let me hip you to how the computer world and specifically the gaming world and the fan base works. Private servers have been around since the advent of actually putting games on computers, specifically online. I would probably venture to say there's always been private servers. It's a part of the maturation of your fan base. Just like there are fan films, there are private servers made by fans. So here's kind of the non-scientific way of how your fan base grows. It goes from 0 fans to actually having fans. Then you open up a forum, or your fans open up a forum without you even asking for such a thing. And frankly, you shouldn't say anything about it, but there has been companies who have been so corporate that they've even asked game forums created by their fans to shut down, which is mind-boggling. You couldn't even ask for better marketing for your game than a fan creating a forum just to discuss your game. But that's another topic. Let's just say that there are some retarded corporate bastards out there. Okay, so forums. Then you'll have screenshots of the game, right? Then you'll have stories, fan fictions about your game. Now, Blizzard, of course, had a gold mine in this. There used to be all sorts of fan films made with the in-game characters. In fact, I believe that was one of the big draws for Machinima, right? Since their, Red and Blue was dying. Is it Red and Blue? Black and White? I don't know. One of those. Something about Halo. I never played Halo, sorry. Blue and Red? I don't know. Something. You can correct me in the comments. But they made World of Warcraft fan-based films. And it got so popular and so common that they even started making World of Warcraft stories that had nothing to do with World of Warcraft. They just used World of Warcraft as a backdrop to whatever story they were doing. That's a part of the growing quote-unquote community surrounding a game. And then, of course, the pinnacle of it is modding. And then people who really think that their game is going to be super popular actually program their game to be moddable. Some people have a game, maybe I think the game theorist has even said that some of the, not the game theorist, the people said, the people who do that, if they were honest, say that some of these games literally do nothing, have no story, have no good fighting system, no combat system. They literally just make the game as vanilla as possible and then dedicate themselves to making sure that the game is moddable and it runs on every type of PC. And then they just allow the modding community to really sell their games for them because the game sucks, but they allow the modders to then come in and do their mods to make the game fantastic. Specifically, they pointed this out for Skyrim, which I think is unfounded. But it is true when the fan-made graphics pack came out, that it made the graphics even better than what the developers were praising their own game about, as far as the graphics are concerned. Now, private servers are a part of that modding community, that they create private servers. So for Blizzard to then step in and say, get rid of all of the private servers, they're being corporate bastards, really, because it is just another form of marketing. People want to play vanilla WoW, and then they said that, well, we're gonna create these original versions of WoW, which is not the original versions of WoW. It's very hard to play WoW. That's what that was their response to the private servers. Get rid of the private servers, and we're gonna make our own vanilla WoW. But turns out it's not actually vanilla WoW. It's hard to level WoW. That's all it is, which is not what the people were wanting, because some of the servers are like instant max level, which Blizzard offers anyway. So there's that. But a lot of the greatness of World of Warcraft was that there was these ongoing stories throughout your character development, and people actually liked sort of like role-playing and going on with the lore and the story of World of Warcraft. So Blizzard really missed the point. Now, I'm just going through the history of how a game sort of develops a community that surrounds it. Why is EVE Online still going? Because of the community. Because literally, I guess they're still making money, but the community that surrounds it shouldn't be. I don't think they're making enough money to pay for servers, but I don't know what's going on with that game. I don't know how they make money. I beta tested that game, and I thought it was just way too horrible, and it's not something that you can pick up today and be a part of, because of the way that the game is set up as far as the studying the skills and all that sort of stuff. There are people who've been there for years and years and years, and that community is very toxic to newcomers. Extremely toxic to newcomers. Toxic. Like, the community really bashes any newcomer that comes along. So literally, EVE has sort of created this monster that destroys any possible capability for that game to grow. Hey guys, how do I fly my plane? Get out of here, go away, unsubscribe, that sort of thing. Just terrible. So you can have a toxic community surrounding your game, or you can have a completely loyal fan base, like the World of Warcraft fan base, which has now dwindled down to 5 million. That's dwindled down is tongue-in-cheek for they're still the biggest kid on the block and making money hand over fist, and they still want more. I believe every quarter they have a business meeting and say, okay, is it time to pull the plug? And then they go to their COO, and the COO says, not yet, we're still making money. Okay, see you next quarter. I'm dumbing it down, but that's basically what they do. They believed that they would not last 6 months on the market. Can you believe that part? Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. Okay, so all of these other YouTubers saying, well, it's their IP. There is another side to the story. This is how, and what's really crazy is, I know that the devs of World of Warcraft know this. So I don't think it's even the devs of World of Warcraft. I think it's some corporate stuffed suit telling them, send out cease and desist orders, get rid of these private servers. I don't think it's the devs. I think it's somebody else, because I think the devs are probably guilty. I don't know this for a fact, but they're probably guilty of making private servers of games in their lifetime. Huh? Right? Tell me what you think. And today's your very lucky day. No scam. For everybody who likes this video, as soon as you click the like button, there'll be a World of Warcraft naked high elf bunny right under your bed. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.